guys, welcome back to Treason's YouTube channel. Today, I'm your host, Savannah Leslie, and today we will be watching this creepypasta. And as you can see on the screen, the channel that we're watching the video on is called Tic Tac Draw the Live. It is a very, very good channel. You should go to the channel and definitely watch some of her videos. It's very good. And before you start the video, make sure to pause, like, subscribe, and comment. And with no further ado, let's start the video.
Are you ready? Let's start it.
Natalie Lett was a sweet and calm girl. She had hazel eyes with some green highlights. Her long, dark brown hair contrasted with her pale skin. She loved to paint, and when she ran out of sheets, she used the walls as a canvas. Her parents didn't like that. They often argued and punished her by locking her in the room. Plus, her older brother Lucas would mess with her all the time and make her life impossible at home. Natalie soon began to feel lonely and sad. As she grew older, she became a dark person, and her drawings became terrifying and bloody. One day in high school, she fell asleep while working on an English assignment, and the teacher called her attention. The teacher demanded that she gave her what she had done, but on top of Natalie's desk, there were only drawings of sinister characters and gruesome scenes. "Time's up, Miss Ouellette." That phrase caught her attention. It seemed that time was always against her, and that bothered her. After class, she met Chris, her boyfriend. He had blonde hair and brown eyes. Natalie was glad to see him, but he was very serious. When she moved to kiss him, Chris turned his face away and said he wanted to break up with her. "It's better if we give each other some time and space apart." Again with the time, thought Natalie. Why? What happened? "It's your way of thinking, your drawings. You're always sad and you never smile." Natalie was shocked. Chris had broken her heart and she felt like her life was going from bad to worse. When she got home, she went to the bathroom to cry. On the shelf, she saw her mother's sewing kit, fumbled until she found a needle and thread and looked at herself in the mirror. So, I never smile. She began to sew her cheeks in the form of a smile with a black thread. She felt excruciating pain, but all she did was laugh hysterically. She was in a kind of trance. Blood dripped down the drain. And suddenly, her mother came into the bathroom and shouted. They went to the hospital, and Natalie explained to the doctor that her biggest problem was time. The time passed slowly, controlling society and torturing her to the end. She felt like a different person. She spent the night in the hospital. She woke up from a nightmare where a voice kept telling her that her time had run out, that her time was up. She tried to move, but she couldn't. She was handcuffed to the bed. A group of men with strange masks were with her in the room. One of them had a scalpel in his hand and told her that he would do a small surgery to keep her mind under control. She felt them giving her multiple injections of a viscous liquid that burned inside her skin. Her heart was beating intensely, and it seemed like her head was going to explode. She closed her eyes, and when she opened them again, everything had disappeared. Only the doctor was there, injecting her a sedative and asking her to calm down. She got rid of her ties, hit the doctor, and tied him to the bed face down. She felt that something inside her was changing, something sinister like her paintings. She moved the mechanism to fold the bed completely and split his body in half. The doctor kept screaming inconsolably as he bled from his mouth. She painted the walls using blood and laughed out loud, contemplating her art. She went to the bathroom and looked in the mirror, still holding the stitches on her face, forming the sinister smile. But now her eyes were completely green. She loved her new self. She fled the hospital and went to her house. She went into the kitchen and grabbed 2 knives. Her mother appeared, and when she saw her, she screamed in horror. She tried to run down the hall, but stumbled and fell to the ground. Natalie stabbed her several times while whispering, "Sweet dreams, mother. Your time is up." Then she went in search of her father and her brother Lucas and murdered them, torturing them. When she finished, she went to her room. Everything was silent, and she heard the ticking of a pocket watch on her bedside table. She remained listening to the sound for what was an eternity to her. She went to the bathroom and put the clock on one of her eyes. piercing the skin and tearing the organ until the device fit perfectly as her eye. Natalie was gone. Now she was clockwork. She burned down the house with the corpses of her family inside and moved away from the flames, plunging into the depths of the forest. Some say she's still alive, determined to make your time end and avoid the agony of waiting. The only way to know if she's there watching you is to sleep near the window. In the dark of the night, you will be able to differentiate the chilling ticking sound, and you will see the green flash of her eye. If she's there, you'll know your time is up.
Hello. Thanks for